Do you know how much water you should be drinking each day? A simple question, yet it's an area where many of us are left scratching our heads. Hydration is not just about quenching your thirst, it's a key aspect of maintaining good health and vitality. Water is the unsung hero that plays many pivotal roles in our bodies. It aids in digestion, regulates body temperature, lubricates our joints, helps deliver nutrients to cells, and supports a myriad of other physiological functions. Imagine your body as a complex machine, and water is the oil that keeps it running smoothly. Without adequate hydration, the machine begins to falter. This is when we may experience the unpleasant symptoms of dehydration. These can range from mild headaches and fatigue to more serious complications like heat stroke and kidney problems. Now you might be thinking, that's all well and good, but how much water do I actually need? The truth is, there's no one-size-fits-all answer. The amount of water each person needs can vary widely based on a plethora of factors. These factors can include your age, sex, weight, and level of physical activity. Even the climate you live in and your overall health can significantly influence your hydration needs. For instance, if you're an athlete training in a hot climate, you'll need more water than someone who leads a sedentary lifestyle in a cooler environment. It's also crucial to remember that hydration isn't solely about water. Other beverages and even food contribute to your daily water intake. That morning cup of coffee, the soup you have for lunch, or the watermelon you snack on, they all count towards your hydration. Here's a handy tip. The color of your urine can often be a good indicator of your hydration status. A pale yellow or light straw color generally suggests you're well hydrated, while a darker yellow or amber color may be a sign you need to drink more water. So, let's dive into how much water you actually need. It's time to uncover the mystery behind the numbers and discover a hydration strategy that works for you. You've probably heard of the 8x8 rule, but where did it originate? Let's take a moment to dive into its history. The 8x8 rule is a simple health guideline that suggests drinking 8 8-ounce glasses of water per day. This equates to about 2 liters or half a gallon. The origins of this rule are somewhat murky, but it seems to trace back to a 1945 recommendation from the Food and Nutrition Board. They suggested that a suitable amount of water for adults was approximately 1 milliliter for each calorie of food consumed. This roughly equates to 2 liters for a typical 2,000 calorie diet, the same volume proposed by the 8x8 rule. However, it's worth noting that the board also stated that most of this quantity could be found in prepared foods. Over time, this advice was simplified and distilled into the catchy 8x8 rule we know today. It's easy to remember, and it provides an attainable goal for many people. This rule has been widely accepted and spread across the globe, often touted by health professionals, educators, and the media. But let's be clear. The 8x8 rule is a rule of thumb, not a strict requirement. It's a starting point, a baseline if you will, for average healthy adults living in temperate climates. It doesn't take into account the myriad of factors that can influence an individual's hydration needs, such as age, gender, weight, physical activity level, and overall health. Moreover, it's essential to remember that we get water not just from beverages but also from food. In fact, food can contribute up to 20% of your total water intake. So while the 8x8 rule is a good guide, it's not the be-all and end-all. However, recent studies suggest that our hydration needs may be more complex. So in the next scene we'll delve into the various factors that can influence how much water you really need to drink. Stay tuned. The National Academies of Sciences, Engineering and Medicine have set some general guidelines. This well-respected body suggests that men aim for about 3.7 liters of fluid intake a day, while women should target around 2.7 liters. This may sound like a lot, but remember, this isn't just water we're talking about. This includes all beverages and even the moisture in your food. Yes, that delicious bowl of soup or that juicy watermelon slice is helping you stay hydrated. Now you might be wondering why there's a difference between men and women. It's down to a variety of factors including body size and composition. Generally, men tend to have more body mass to hydrate. But again, these are broad strokes. Personal characteristics can greatly affect these numbers. Let's also put these quantities into perspective. 3.7 liters is roughly equivalent to 125 ounces, and 2.7 liters equates to about 91 ounces. If we stick to the old 8x8 rule, which suggests drinking 8 glasses of 8 ounces each, that's only 64 ounces. So you can see that the National Academy's recommendations are quite a bit higher. But before you start guzzling gallons, remember that it's not about hitting an exact number every day. Our bodies are not machines. They're complex, ever-changing systems that need different amounts of water depending on a myriad of factors. These are just guidelines to give you a ballpark figure to aim for. So, while it's important to stay hydrated, there's no need to obsess over ounces. Rather, it's about understanding the importance of water to our bodies and making a conscious effort to provide it with the hydration it needs. It's about listening to your body and recognizing the signs of thirst. It's about maintaining a balance, but remember, these are just guidelines. Your hydration needs may vary. So always listen to your body, adjust your water intake based on your individual circumstances, and remember that if you have specific health concerns or conditions, it's always a good idea to consult with a healthcare professional for personalized advice. So what factors can affect how much water you need? Well, various elements play a part in determining your hydration needs, and these can vary greatly from person to person. First off, age has a significant effect. As we grow older, our body's water content decreases. This means seniors may need to consume more fluids to stay hydrated compared to their younger counterparts. Now, when it comes to sex, men generally need more water than women due to their typically larger body mass and muscle content. Then there's weight. Just as with age and sex, a person's weight can affect their hydration needs. Those who weigh more usually require more water to properly hydrate their larger body mass. Physical activity is another crucial factor. Whether you're a gym enthusiast, a marathon runner, or someone who enjoys a leisurely walk in the park, your activity level directly impacts your hydration needs. The more intense your workout, the more water you lose through sweat, and thus the more you need to drink to replenish those lost fluids. Climate also plays a role. If you're living in a hot and humid environment or even at high altitudes, you'll likely need more water than someone residing in a cooler climate. That's because heat and altitude can increase perspiration and respiratory water loss, leading to a higher demand for hydration. Health conditions can't be overlooked either. Certain medical conditions, such as diabetes or heart disease, can increase your body's water requirement. And of course, if you're pregnant or breastfeeding, your body's need for fluids increases significantly to support both you and your baby's health. So as you can see, hydration isn't a one-size-fits-all concept. Factors like age, sex, weight, physical activity, climate, and health conditions all come into play. Each person's water needs are unique, and it's crucial to understand these factors to ensure you're hydrating your body adequately. It's essential to adjust your water intake based on your individual circumstances. How can you tell if you're drinking enough water? Well, a straightforward and effective way to gauge your hydration status is by observing the color of your urine. A pale yellow or light straw color generally signifies that you're adequately hydrated. On the other hand, if your urine is a darker shade of yellow or amber, it might be an indication that your body needs more fluids. However, it's important to remember that this method isn't foolproof. Certain medications, supplements, and foods can also affect the color of your urine. So, while it's a handy tool, it shouldn't be your only measure of hydration. Now let's talk about thirst. Thirst is your body's way of signaling that it's time to drink up. But here's a fun fact. By the time you feel thirsty, you might already be slightly dehydrated. So rather than waiting for your body to ring the alarm bell, it's generally a good idea to keep sipping water throughout the day. Moreover, remember that everyone's hydration needs are unique. They are influenced by a variety of factors such as age, weight, physical activity level, climate, and overall health condition. This means that while general guidelines like the 8x8 rule or the recommendations from the National Academies of Sciences, Engineering, and Medicine can be useful, they might not fit everyone perfectly. If you have specific health concerns, or if you're pregnant or breastfeeding, your hydration needs might be different. In such cases, it's always a good idea to consult a healthcare professional who can provide personalized advice based on your individual circumstances. To wrap it up, staying well hydrated is about more than just quenching your thirst. It's a crucial part of maintaining overall good health. So make it a habit to drink enough water, listen to your body's signals, and adjust your water intake based on your individual needs. Remember, staying well hydrated is a key part of maintaining good health. Drink up and take care of your body.